The Fulani have started chasing away Yoruba people from their ancestral homes. I repeat, the Fulani bandits have started chasing away Yoruba people from their ancestral homes. Now in Kwara State, a whole community is deserted because of multiple attacks from Fulani bandits. Multiple attacks. 3 people have been held hostage, and over 100 million naira is being demanded for the release of these people. In other neighboring communities and villages, people are also running away for their life because of the Fulani. Now, I have said it before that if the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, does not restructure the country, if the Fulani take power in Nigeria today, what they will do would be child's play to what they have done before. In Kwara today, the Yorubas cannot stay in their communities because of Fulani attacks. Some leaders came out to address the issue. Now, they called on the governor. What is the governor doing about this situation? The governor seems to be incapacitated. The chief security officer of the state seems to be incapacitated. Now they are calling on the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to take action on these Fulani kidnappers. Like I said before, the Fulani will never stop at any point in time from now to the next 100 years. So far we have one Nigeria together. The Fulani will never ever stop at wanting to claim people's lands through their attacks. Now, under Tinubu's administration, the Fulani is being attacked politically. Fulani politicians are getting more irrelevant politically. Fulani have different arms. We have the religious arm of the Fulani. We have the political arm of the Fulani. We have the economic arm of the Fulani. And we have those ones that are their fighters, the Boko Haram, the bandits, Mietiala. Mietiala is the reason why we are having these attacks consistent. I blame the Mietiala 80% for all these attacks by Fulanis in southern Nigeria. Now, we call on the president to take measures to stop this inferno and restructure the country. No matter what the president will do, if the country is not restructured, these things will continue to repeat itself over and over again. Now, the other time, they tried bringing in Sharia to create a space for these guys to come in, but the Yorubas rejected it. Now, they are entering village through Kwara. You understand the issue with Kwara? A emir of Ilorin is emir in Yoruba word. We know that the history of the Fulani in the southwest, Kwara is supposed to be part of the southwest, but because of the actions of the Fulani, Afonja and Alimiu, wherever it is, anywhere the Fulani step their foot, they want to take over that place. Fulanis, they are not indigenous to Nigeria. But because of one Nigeria, this one Nigeria give them the opportunity to enter people's lands and commit all sort of atrocities. Look at Benue State. Look at Plateau State. Look at the southeast. All these killings and kidnappings started by the Fulani. Now the locals, the young boys have embraced what this Fulani has taught them. That one is in the southeast. But in the southwest, because Tinubu, like I said, whatever coalition, Northern Fulani coalition, whatever guys they will come through to make sure that this government is destabilized because it's Yoruba, if like let them use insecurity. We are calling on the president, more importantly, restructure this country, because with this particular structure, it will give the Fulani an opportunity to enter into people's land. Like I said, ranches, the federal government is approving ranching for these guys, but yet these people will still go into people's farms. In the southwest, many stories that does not make the limelight. Now look at this particular thing that happened in Kwara State. Top tabloids, newspaper production companies did not carry this news in their headline. If you go on social media, this news, they are not like being popular. It's not making a timeline. But people are dying, farmers are going, things are happening, people are being killed because everybody is focused on something else. So the government of the day needs to understand that this is an ethnic cleansing and they will never stop. You think they will stop, or because because of Tinubu is there, they will never stop in the next 100 years until they are able to capture. An average Fulani man is so patient in whatever he's doing. If he wants to take over a particular land, if you allow him in your community and he's interested in your community, they will be so nice and loyal to you. They will just do the normal things. They will be laughing and greeting you and everything. These guys are intelligent. These guys, they are knowledgeable and they are smart. They will just pretend until they grow in numbers, and they start taking on a form that you cannot control them. They start becoming wild animals. People are afraid to go. Do you know what it means? Your ancestral home. I don't know whether people understand what it means. Your ancestral home that your great-grandfathers have been living for a number of years. Some stranger coming and start killing people, trampling on your... famine is what we used to survive in Africa. Yes. So our great-grandfathers were involved in farming, a lot of things to sustain themselves. Then somebody comes to disrupt that occupation of our great-grandfathers, and you kill people in their farmlands, and you think it's normal. They do it first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh, almost 100 years they have been doing this. And we call it a child's play. Let's move over to the north. Yesterday was Hausa Day. And you know the Dobar in Kano, different from a Hausa Day. How many of you know that yesterday was Hausa Day? Was it a popularized thing? You go on social media, did you see videos of Hausa Day? But when it is the Fulani celebration, Dobar, you see everybody will celebrate it. This is the kingship that belonged to the Hausas. Let's look at this. The Emir of Daura, Katsina State, Nigeria, is traditionally from the Fulani tribe. But that throne is Hausa. I've met a lot of people that drive bike. A lot of people from Katsina. I asked them, do you know Buhari? They say yes. Are you Fulani? They say no, we Hausa. So Hausa are the ones, majority of the people in Katsina State are Hausa. But those that are ruling them are Fulani. So what is the excuse the Fulani will tell you? For oneness, we are one, we are one. They use that, we are one, we are one. Why would a Fulani have any infantry to enter a Yoruba village and start attacking them? It's because of Islam. They use Islam. We are one, we are together, we are brothers. That is how one religious fanatic in Ogun State went to meet Hausa people and said, no Muslim have become governor in Ogun State. You don't have Muslim governor in Ogun State. Let's find a way. Let's come together. You have voters card, you have voters card. Let's come together, form a coalition. A Yoruba person, a Muslim, a Yoruba person is forming a coalition with a stranger, another person of another tribe, against his own tribe men. You see how they have used Islam or religion to brainwash people that they can't think anymore. They can't think anymore. Because of Islam and one Nigeria, a Fulani will enter into somebody's land and you chase away that person. Now we cause them. Maybe the Fulanis have boasted the other time. They said, if it is Yorubas, we can run over them. Maybe we have something in common, which is Islam. I'm telling the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, all these BB grammar we are speaking, I know that you are using the resources of this country to fortify the Southwest. The most important thing is that the Southwest now is a point of reference to everybody. Governance to industrialization, everybody ID for Southwest. If you carry power, give other people. If you are not restructuring this country so that you can create a solid foundation for every regions to govern themselves in your one Nigeria, if you cannot create that structure, my president, you have failed. You have failed in whatever you are doing. Whatever you are going to do, you are going to do. Okay, just look at it. With the peace meeting with Yorubas and these Fulani farmers, there was a peace meeting. Let's have peace. And people went for that conference. Peace. You signed a peace pact. Now, what is now happening? So what is happening? After the peace meeting, what is happening? The same people that you think that they are normal, they still go to your farm and still kill you. Who is the aggressor? The Fulani. Who is the one looking for peace? The Yoruba person. Okay, they agree to come, and now if you ask an average Fulani politician, they will tell you that what we need to do, we should look for a way to settle lasting peace. What is the lasting peace? You look for lasting peace many times and still the same thing repeats itself. Who is now the problem? A Fulani man said that his name is Elbuba. He's a Kanuri. If he said he's a Fulani man, he said the problems, the banditry, the insecurity by the Fulanis, Mietiela has 80% of the fault. Mietiela, that body that brings them together, that is the body that shields them together. Mietiela cannot stop a Fulani person from attacking, from erasing somebody from his own as, I don't know what you, maybe let's take for instance in Lagos, maybe you understand, in Lagos, you bought a house and you built your house. Then you have some people, outside people, they come, they chase you away from your house and you pack your load because of you're afraid of being killed. You have a government too, you have a local government too, they chase you because of the fear of you being killed. You pack your load from your house in Lagos and run away and go and start squatting at under the bridge. How does this feel? And it is the Fulani. We have a government in place. We have this governor in place. These governors are incapacitated. The only solution now is restructuring. Now, this Hausa of a thing. Article said, today we mark Hausa Day at the historic Emir of Daura's palace. Now, I read that the Emir of Daura is traditionally from the Fulani tribe. The Emir of Daura is Fulani. Okay? We pay tribute to one of Africa's most influential cultures, the Hausa people, through their language, traditions, and enterprise. We have left an indelible mark on West Africa and beyond. Now, political statement. Article celebrating the Hausa tribe because he is running for presidency. Tell me other political leaders in the north that is also celebrating. But when it comes to that Dobar in Kano, you see all of them, all the Fulani. In Kano, predominantly Hausa, Kano. Top 5 people, influential people in the government, not even traditionally, in the government, they are Fulani. Both the governor, deputy governor, state secretary, state government, SSG, all of them are Fulani. So we sit down and look at this as the Fulani can wait for 8 years of Tinubu. They can wait. They are patient. They don't care. They are patient. They will wait for 8 years of Tinubu and they will come at the back and retaliate. That is why I'm saying that if the government of the day does not take decisive action to stop these guys, because there's no way you can stop these guys without restructuring. Okay, for instance, you carry army, you go kill, you enter bush. Mind you, these people they are very, very skillful when it comes to all these forest operations. Most of them live in the forest. You, as I'm speaking to you, can you stay in the forest where we have mosquitoes and everything? Most of them, the forest is their home. Deep down the forest, how they survive, only God knows. But they do most of their things in the forest. So if government takes an initiative, Amatekun is there, everybody, you go, you chase them out, they will still come back again. I'm telling you, because the constitution of the country mandates that anybody can live in any part of the country. You cannot stop them. That's the constitution. That is what one Nigeria presents to you. So if you are not pushing for restructuring, my brother, all your efforts might be, I'm saying it now. That's why I told some people during the last election, I said, Tinubu go win election. I was supporting Obi. Tinubu go win election. The way they see, they were shouting. They look at me. What is this guy saying? What do you know? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, small boy. This. I say, if Tinubu enter, that thing will happen for Lagos, now small thing. I tell them all these things. I always remind them every day. You remembered what I said. Now, if Tinubu does not restructure Nigeria, look at the things that will happen. First, when this article of a thing, you know why article is doing these things? Because he wants to become president. All of them are loyal to Uthman Danfodio. An average Fulani politician is loyal to Uthman Danfodio. Now, Daura is one of the oldest Hausa kingdoms, but the Emir of Daura is a Fulani and has deep Hausa cultural roots. However, since the Fulani jihad of the 19th century, led by Uthman Danfodio, who led the jihad, Danfodio, their mentor, their glorified mentor, both Atiku, Erufai, all of them, any average flying politician, they are loyal to Uthman Danfodio. So this guy led a jihad. Many Hausas, Emirates, including Daura, have been ruled by Fulani dynasties. I don't think that it is impossible for the Fulani to lead a jihad on Yoruba communities in Kwara State. Because the desperation, the frustration under Tinubu's administration as a Yoruba person, if you see a lot of things that is being said in the mosque, most of them, they will not bring it out in the open, will not go on social media because they don't want to be implicated by saying one or two things. Let's go. Today's Emir of Daura, Umar Farouk Umar, appointed in 2007, is Fulani by ethnicity. So while Daura itself is historically Hausa, its traditional ruler, the Emir, comes from the Fulani ruling class. Fulani ruling class. Hausa, one of the most populated tribe in Nigeria is Hausa. The most popular language spoken in Africa, let's say Hausa. But does Hausa have their rulers, a popular ruler? Which kingdom belongs to the Hausas in Nigeria? Popular, influential. The other time they say traditional rulers, they will make Sultan of Sokoto the chairman, only of Ife the vice chairman. Where are the Hausas with your population? With your population, where are the Hausas? Even Benue that produced head of states, Middle Belt that produced head of state, produced major generals, where are they in the scheme of things? The Fulani have carefully, craftfully taken over everything. See, now God will help us. Tinubu has an opportunity to restore this country. If you look at the Nigerian army, you understand what I'm saying. The Nigerian army, you understand what I'm saying. The Fulani full everywhere. A particular soldier came out and said, these generals are sabotaging the fight against Boko Haram. You saw a video whereby people will want to go carry a terrorist. We want to go kill terrorists. They reach there, them and bandits, they shake hands like say they be old-time friends. And that does not make you mad or crazy that your Nigerian army, they are hobnobbing with terrorists. The Nigerian army are hobnobbing. So sometimes when these things happen, people, their sense of, I don't know, they just lose Nigerians don't lose their consciousness. Maybe at that point in time, they're not conscious of what is happening. When they finish hobnobbing with terrorists, Nigerian army, they will go back, they'll come their conscious back. They'll forget that singular act could cause a revolution in the country. But nobody will do anything. They will look for a way to pamper. Like I told you, the Nigerian military, they are powerful. The Nigerian military, they are powerful. Nigerian military, if they are united today, they can say, okay, we want to remove Tinubu. Nobody is going to say anything about it. Nobody. Niger Republic now military. If Nigeria become military, nobody go do anything. Now militarized regime, everybody they run. If they tell Tinubu, say if they carry coup, remove Tinubu, carry Tinubu on gunpoint, remove Tinubu, nothing is happening. Nobody is doing anything. So the Fulani, our army self look like Northern army. The Fulani are majors in this. They play politics in the Nigerian army. So what Tinubu would be doing is trying to use politics to arrange them, rearrange them, arrange them. It's just like when there is a mosquito on your scrotum. You don't just use your hand to hit because you'll be hitting yourself. So you'll be lobbying, you'll be using wisdom to be able to kill the fly because it is in a sensitive position. So the Fulani having a lot of influence in Nigeria's military just because of one political whatever or the other that Tinubu is playing is so dangerous. If they take over power and they have a Fulani leader, it can turn everything around and have the influence of the Nigerian army. And you know sentiments, black man and sentiments 5 and 6. Look at Thomas Sankara. All of them are very unique. They use in fellow black man, blood black man, use killer. If I'm talking about restructuring, I know why I'm saying restructuring. Nigeria can never get better. I've said it before that many people have different agenda. See, they not have their Fulani dominated Northern Nigeria. They have agenda, and this agenda is what they are doing now. They will never stop. You think it's play. There are also history reports of how some communities in Plateau, they gave a particular place. Okay, these guys were begging, please, where we can stay and do our grazing, a grazing area. They gave them the grazing area. They were living in peace. They start populating that grazing area. Free, oh. Just stay here. The government, just stay here. From there, they started building momentum, enlisting into the army, enlisting into different parastatals of government, getting popular. From army, they become president. From president, they get the head of state. From head of state, they use their position, be putting their brothers by force, by force. By force, by force. That's why I don't blame Tinubu, all this Yorubanization of whatever. Now, not that people start them. Nepotism. Put their brother in every... elevate their brother. If you say anything, we'll deal with you. Threaten you. And those people, they are willing to shed blood at this point in time. They don't care. With how slender and lenge they are willing to shed blood. They don't care about anything. Until they became powerful and started taking over the people that gave them land. They started terrorizing them and sending them out of their ancestral home. Renaming villages. Even as far as going on Google to rename. Historical change. To tamper with history. This is how desperate these people are. I think these people would... Normally, they're supposed to be afraid, say, Tinubu dey for power. Now the Yoruba brother dey for power. Let's not do this. Let us wait for a particular point in time. But these people, they don't care. They don't send you. Last time, under Buhari, they killed. Tinubu, they are killing. People, for community leaders to come out and start begging the governor. You know, say, water don't pass Gary. They did a video calling on Tinubu, water don't pass Gary. The same with the Hausas. We are celebrating Hausa Day. Nobody even knows they celebrate Hausa Day. Because of Fulani, don't turn them to nonsense. Don't make them useless. And you're here speaking economic. Restructure Nigeria before you do all those things, because you cannot put the cat before the bag. You cannot put the cat before the bag. We just like to waste our time. And at the end of the day, what we are supposed to do, we don't do it. They will start casting blames. Some people brought in Buhari, say Buhari is the one that will change the country leader. After Buhari, they enter power, they say, this guy don't finish this economy. Then they were speaking BB grammar and telling you that Buhari was the savior. Now they are making excuses. We are saying restructure Nigeria now. If you don't restructure Nigeria, you are sitting on a time bomb. May God help Nigerians.